Welcome, what's up? This is DJ Rello. We are back for another episode of the Connected Sound podcast. This is episode 13. My guest today is Tanner Hench.
Yes, sir.
What's up with you, Tanner? How you feeling?
Sir, I'm feeling good. It's a rainy day out.
Yeah.
Pretty bad weather, but
yeah.
I'm chilling.
Yeah, we finally got you here. Tanner has been asking to get on the podcast since I started the podcast.
Since he was announcing the podcast.
Since I started.
Listen, he was telling everybody the same thing. He was like, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, and when is right now.
Facts. He's got that down. He's got that down pat. That is exactly what I said.
We were supposed to be at something today, and it got canceled, so we were like, all right, well, we'll just do this today then. So it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, supposed to be at a G Herbo show. The show got postponed for whatever reason. So instead, me and Tanner were like, fuck it, let's get together and let's do the podcast finally. We ain't got anything to do. We don't have a show. We're going to start off the podcast. Tanner, I'm trying to remember where me and you met.
We met kind of at 1500, but I was still intimidated, so I didn't talk to you. And then I remember after the show, Chaz took pictures of you. Yeah. And he was like, yo, Rello was hype. Shout out my boy Chaz, by the way, my photographer. Yo. But he was like, yo, bro, Rello was hype like that. I took pictures of him because he was saying that people like never take pictures of him. Yeah. So that's why for the longest time I would forget to get you and stuff, and I would always feel bad because I would always remember him saying that. So I was like, yeah, I always got to get him.
You know what? I do remember that because I remember a specific point at that event that I remember, and it comes down to your tattoo. I remember at Cafe 1500 when we did this event, Tanner said that he was going to get a Lyrical Lemonade tattoo. Remember you said that? You were like, should I get Lyrical Lemonade or should I get Tanner Hench Media?
I don't remember saying that. I still want to get a Lyrical Lemonade tattoo.
You asked, it was like, I think it was like me, Fawcett. It was a couple other guys, but you definitely asked, and everyone was like, no, you need to get your tattoo.
Yeah.
Not Lyrical Lemonade. Get yours.
I don't remember this, to be honest, but they were right, and it happened.
Hey, he got his tat.
But then after 1500, the first time we actually chopped it up was it was still at 1500, but I went and got brunch with Marpo, and Rello popped out, and I think it was like us three and somebody else. I forget who else was there, and then he gave me a Lone Wolf hoodie. It was Nikki because I picked him up. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. And then you gave me a Lone Wolf hoodie that you posted on Twitter. Yeah. And it was funny because I had one of the newer ones, but his one was stitched. Yeah. So I gave my girl my other one. She got the printed one, and I kept the stitched one.
Yeah, I forget. Lone Wolf gave that to us as some.
Dude, they used tissue in the pocket, too.
It didn't fit me, so I was like, somebody's got to wear it.
Yeah, I still wear it all the time. I was wearing it the other day.
It's a nice hoodie. I wish I could wear it, man. Honestly, I wish I could, but I can't.
It's cool. Tall. I'll take it.
Yeah. Hey, it looks better on you, man. It looks better on you. What you up to right now? What have you been working on like recently? I know you've been dropping videos like a madman, but like what has Tanner been working on?
Yeah, I'm just staying consistent with the videos. I feel like I always got something new in the tuck. Like I'm trying to last year I averaged I forgot it's 2022, but last year I averaged 2 videos a week, so I did 104. This year I'm trying to focus like a little more on quality over quantity. Yeah. And I think like that's definitely been working because like before I was really focused on like the cinematography aspect before I got my new computer. And then once I got that computer, it worked like way faster than my laptop. So I could start learning more like with effects and stuff. Right. So with that now it's like I want to take more time because since I got the cinematography good, like on lock, now it's like, okay, I got to get effects on lock, which I do. I've been experimenting with like a lot of stuff lately. Yeah. So it's just like a matter of combining the two. Yeah. And I think that's like what helps a lot of people stand out.
For sure. Yeah. That's one thing I admire about you. I haven't known you too crazy long, but since I've met you, I've seen the progression in your videos. And that's a big thing, especially now that everyone has different crafts. Everyone has different qualities, everybody does different things. But I feel like nowadays what happens a lot with people is they will learn the basics of something. I may learn the basics of a camera or basics of DJ skill, basic of making a beat, and don't really progress anything past it. Yeah. They don't really try to keep working towards it, keep getting better, and you have. Yeah. And I've seen it. I've seen you upgrade equipment in a year. That's all stuff that lets me know that your money is being spent right.
I had like $16,000 worth of expenses last year. I'm not even gonna lie.
Hey, but I love it. That's the same. Though. I mean, it's the same here. I buy a lot of DJ equipment, studio equipment. But when you buy that stuff, it sucks paying that payment or swiping that credit card.
They just came out with a new version of my camera too. It's like a little over $2,000. I'm not gonna buy it for a little bit, but it shoots because I shoot in 4K now, and this new one shoots in like 5.7, and I'm like,
that's the thing.
I need it at some point, but I can't spend the money right now.
Yeah, it's like technology is advancing so fast. Now you go and you're like, yo, I'm about to go drop 2K, and you get that camera, and then next Halloween or next Christmas, they're gonna be like, yo,
because I spent over $2,000 on the camera that I have now, and now it's like dropped. Like you can get it with a lens for like less than $1,500. So it's like,
are you the type to keep the equipment, or are you the type to trade it in?
Well, I've never traded anything in. Normally, I just keep it long enough until I forget about how much I spent on it. Yeah, so then it's like, so I don't really get rid of stuff like that.
I try to keep all my stuff, honestly, unless it's broken. If it's broken, then I'll try to like trade it or sell it. Because a lot of people will buy that stuff because they know how to fix it. That's
why I want to get the new version of my camera and not like switch. Because everybody uses Sony, and like I use a GH5, so it's made by Panasonic, and the lenses don't fit the same. So the autofocus on my camera is like terrible compared to the Sony. Because somebody let me try their Sony one time, and I was like, wow, this is incredible. And I went back to my camera, and I was like, wow, I hate this autofocus. But I'm like in too deep now because I got like all the lenses for it. So apparently the autofocus has improved on the new camera. But I feel like I feel like lens selection, like it's a lot more important than a lot of people think. Yeah. Because a lot of the lenses I use, they're prime lenses, so that means like you can't zoom. But like
manually zoom?
Yeah, like it's just stuck at one length.
I got you.
So I have a 17, a 25, and a 45, and they all go down to 1.2, which means like for anybody that doesn't know what that means, which is most of everybody, it just means it can blur the background out more. So
I've been learning a little bit about it.
It just gives it a better look.
Yeah, so, just from me starting to shoot the podcast myself, I've had to learn about it. I have to learn about editing. Like I said, I'm at the very bottom surface of this, and I'm not trying to be a videographer or photographer. I'm just trying to be productive and do things myself and do it how I need it to be done. But I've been learning, and it's definitely a lot more. I got a lot of respect for videographers and you guys that shoot music videos. It's not easy. One thing about it, it's a lot of files.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of files. You have to keep those files together.
Yeah, I tried to stay pretty organized with that off rip because the first laptop I ever had, I didn't do too many videos on it. It was just like a Windows laptop, and then I realized like so early on that the way I'm organizing this is terrible. Yeah, and I'm about to get my MacBook. I'm going to make sure it's all good, like, from there. So I'll have, like, a video or a folder. This is, like, sauce for anybody listening, too. Like, this is great advice. Because being organized is, like, one of the best things you can possibly do. Preach. Because I've never, like, had to go through losing, like, files from, like, this system. I've lost, like, less than 5 clips in my life from this. Mm-hmm. But I'll have folder for photos, folder for videos, and then whatever like main things. I just did a weird breathing thing. But for videos, then I'll have another folder in videos for music videos. And then I'll have one for like promo videos, concerts. And then within music videos, I'll have the artists. And then within the artist folder, I'll have a folder for the video we're working on. Right. And then within that folder, I'll have more folders for verses, B-roll, VHS, snippets, and screen grabs. So I already have the other thing I just did recently was take all of those folders that I put in to each folder. Yeah, I have them on my desktop, so I just drag them, put them in the folder, so they're ready to go. I don't got to type them out every time. But like if you just make subfolders in each folder and just keep it, because my method may not work for everybody, but if you just make those subfolders, it really keeps it as organized as possible, and it makes your life like way much easier. I don't know how people are unorganized.
Right, man. Listen, I had that problem DJing first early on, and not having my files together, it was one of the worst mistakes I could have did, because it's like, yo, I know I got songs, but if you come up and request a song and I know I have it, but I didn't spell it right, or I didn't change what I needed to change within, or I didn't put it in the right place, and I can't find it, then it's worthless.
It's like good practice for workflow too, because you can just drag everything into the editor. Yeah. So it's like anybody that's wanting to get into videos, I really suggest just trying to stay as organized as you can, like right off rip, because it definitely helps in the long run, and it's just a good habit to have.
Yeah, you've been like, I mean, busy for the last year.
I don't think I've ever, except like one time when I got back from the beach, was like the only time I didn't have a video on my plate. Mm-hmm. It was like I finished one in the morning, and then I remember I was mowing a yard, and I was like, I don't have a video to edit right now. Yeah. It was weird, and I was like, yeah. Then I was like, well, Fawcett and I are shooting tonight, so it'll be fine.
Who else? You mentioned Fawcett. Who else you working with right now?
A lot of people. Standout ones right now. Not to, whenever I say standout, I'm not talking down on anybody that I don't mention.
That's
either.
A fact.
But Fawcett and Turk, I just shot a video with them yesterday.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that one.
Yeah, that one's gonna be crazy. I love that song. Fad, he's in the studio. He came with me today. We just shot one with him and Cross Irwin a little bit ago. That one should be coming out very soon. Another one with Fawcett and Michi. That one's sick.
That one looked dope. You just showed me that one. That one looks fire.
Genre and I don't have anything else in the tuck right now, but we're going to shoot some new stuff soon. Definitely one of my favorite people to work with, one of my good friends.
Yeah. You work with anyone like outside of PA?
Not like super often, or not even outside of PA, but like sometimes in Philly, sometimes in Baltimore. But like it's not like I do a lot of local work. Like I feel like I don't get a lot of requests like outside of outside. Well,
of here. That's how it is. Everybody pretty much uses up the local resources, but I feel like definitely you could probably tap into some different cities and different states. Yeah. Just in the surrounding area, at least.
I just kind of go with the flow.
I look at it like this: you can charge those guys more.
Yeah.
Because around here it's a cap to it.
Yeah.
Because people aren't spending that much on a music video, but when you go to bigger cities, these people got more money, bigger budgets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might be able to squeeze twice the amount.
Yeah, I like being able to focus like on our area though, like the
most definitely
Harrisburg area and like out here and stuff too.
You got to build the culture, man.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think anything over here has ever been like really firmly established. Like people have been working. That's not to like put anybody down that's been working and stuff, but people have been working, but nothing has ever been like firmly built up that like people have been able to put each other on. Like I'm really trying to make things move in that direction. Where like, and the crazy thing is, like, I'm not even trying to say like I'm putting the city on like hard, because I'm not even from the city, but I want there to be growth, and I want people to like see what they can actually do.
It's the perfect area for it, man.
Yeah, and it's like whether the artists I work with inspire you, or whether the videos like in general inspire you to like start something of your own, like that's all that really matters, because we just need more stuff going on.
Yeah. And I mean,
there's a lot of people doing their thing too.
You also have to look at it like this, like, just you being a videographer and being consistent and doing a lot of these artists, whether they're local or from wherever.
Yeah.
There's some young guys right now that might have a camera or might be thinking about picking up a camera, and they're watching Tanner. You know what I'm saying? They're watching Tanner's moves, and they're basically learning from you. And I love that type of stuff, because it's like we're building a culture in this area, and it's like we aren't known for anything specific around here as far as rap and just music.
We're the capital of Pennsylvania.
I know. It's like we gotta be. We have to be popping.
I was watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and I forget like what the context was, but somebody was like, "Isn't Philly the capital of Pennsylvania?" And they were like, "No, I don't think it is." And they were like, "Well, wasn't it at one point?" And they were like, no. And then the subject just changed.
No, that's terrible that people don't know Harrisburg as well as they should, because like you said, it's the capital of Pennsylvania.
It's not a big city though.
It's not, but
there's a lot going on.
It's big enough.
Yeah.
It's bigger. It's way bigger than here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we just got to keep building the culture. I think we're doing a very good job of that. You work with everybody. I like that about you. You don't play favorites.
Yeah.
That's not your game. That's the same with me. I like music, and I can tell you like music.
Yeah.
You like this culture. You like being in it. This is what you want to do. And I can respect that out you because we need more people that are going to be down and fully committed to their crafts.
Yeah,
and you are fully committed.
I remember thank you. But I remember even when I started, like, the scene wasn't big. Like, I just kind of started working with, like, a couple local people, and Nikki was one of them. Nikki the Jet, that's one of my really close friends, too. And we just started locking in and stuff, and then, like, through him and, like, through local Twitter, I just started, like, meeting more artists and stuff. So it really all just started there, and it was funny because, like, I remember at that point, I thought I was late getting into it. But now looking back at it, I'm like, I was so early.
Yeah, you were.
So I really felt like I ended up starting everything right at the right time. To this point now where it's like I'm established that it's like if people are thinking about the video guys in Harrisburg, they're thinking about me, Boswald, Icewater Chase, Christian. For sure. There's a few others too. Like there's another bull, Corrupted KJ, he's doing his thing too. I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head.
You name the ones out that come to my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I would think about it, those would be the guys that I think about.
I think Chase is a little more focused on the Philly scene right now, which is awesome because he just had one come out with 12y.
Yeah, that was fire. I like I said, I like the
shout
fact
out Chase and Jameson.
Yeah, for sure. I gotta get them on the podcast,
the
man.
Twins.
Yeah, gotta get them on at the same time though. We just have a crazy first twin podcast.
Speaking of videos, can we talk about how Smokepurpp just dropped a video for a song that's 6 years old?
I seen that pop up on World Star and I was like, "Is this? That
video was crazy.
This is 2 days ago." And I'm like,
that video
what?
was hard because it was definitely a new video too. That was like they definitely just shot it.
But did you notice like he didn't really recite any of the words in the video?
I mean, I just think he'd be off the drugs. Because I met him in person one time and he was kind of tweaked. Yo, it was bro, it was so funny because whenever I met him, Chase, because I was just talking about Chase, so this is even funnier. Chase hit me and he was like, bro, are you in? I think it was Lancaster. He was like, bro, are you in Lancaster? I was like, yeah. And he was like, I think I'm right down the street from you at a wedding. And I was like, what? So then I went outside of the hotel and then I see this man come like running down the street. And then we walked back into the hotel while Purpp was doing the meet and greet. We just walked in and he just went over and got a picture with him. Didn't pay or anything. He just walked over. He's like, bro, thank you. Like,
that's fire. I mean, it seems like Purpp is down bad a little bit right now.
I don't know if he's like actually down bad. I just don't think his shows are doing
in the grand scheme of things. Like in comparison of past to present, he's down bad.
I mean, it's kind of what J. Cole was talking about.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like that music was more so like back then a little bit, and they didn't really do much to like give themselves longevity. Like they just wanted to make bangers for the moment, and like it was cool, and like a lot of those songs are nostalgic. Yeah, and like I think
this rap shit tough, man.
They still like be going hard, and like on their songs they drop, but I think everybody that kind of listened to it got a little older. Yeah. And they were like,
and I mean, this is one thing. Yeah, you're exactly right. People get older, and people, they fall out of love with music as they get older. Yeah. Or they stop listening to new stuff.
Can't relate.
Me neither. I listen to everything, anytime, anywhere. That's for sure. Yeah. I asked you about some videos earlier. I want to know a challenging, like, video or edit. Like, what has been a challenging either video shoot or it's been challenging like, man, it's really wrecking your brain like to edit a video?
Last night I went to bed after the one I shot with Fawcett and Turk, and I was like, man, we got way too much footage.
Way too much.
We shot so much footage. But that's not necessarily a challenge. That'll be good for like messing around with new stuff.
Yeah.
But I forgot to mention Sprite earlier too, because he's an artist I've been working with a lot more. But we got another video we're sitting on. And that one, I think, was like one of the videos I've ever spent the longest time editing. Yeah. Just because I was trying like so many new effects and like different effects and stuff.
That the one you just showed me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
for Bottega Brats.
I like that one.
And then Fad and the one that I was saying with Fad and Cross, we shot that at a carnival. So it was interesting. Like I've never had to maneuver around that many people. Mm-hmm. And there were like people that were getting into it too, but it was kind of weird to me that everybody, like not weird that everybody was watching because obviously they would be watching. There were like some kids that like jumped this other kid while we were there too. Like it happened right near us. I have part of it on video.
That seems to always happen at the beach and shit like that.
It wasn't at the beach. It was in Lancaster.
Yeah, damn. I guess they're getting it in Lancaster.
Yeah, and there was like another part of that video too because we had like some scenes on a roof, and like y'all are all gonna know what I'm talking about when this video drops because you'll see it. But there were these scenes on this roof, and we tried because it was just an apartment building. Like it's like you can walk in, but at a certain time the door locks.
Okay.
So they had a lobby and stuff. So we went up to the top, just tried to get on the roof. It was locked. We went down to the lobby. I was like, all right, well I'm gonna check the other doors just in case. So I go all the way to the right side, go upstairs, check that door, locked, and I was like, all right. Go all the way back to the left side, check the other door, locked, and then I went downstairs. I was all out of breath, and I was like, man, like the doors weren't unlocked. And then I saw two people walking down the highway, or walking down the hallway, not the highway. That would be bad.
Yeah.
Don't walk down the highway.
No. You get arrested in Pennsylvania for that shit.
It's probably good. But but I asked her, I was like, hey, like we're shooting a music video. Is there any way like you could just unlock the door up top to us so we could shoot on the roof? And she was like, yeah, no problem. And I was like, yo, thank you so much. So it like really made the video that we could have like scenes on the roof where you can see the carnival down low, but then also be like in the carnival.
They was fighting at the carnival. It was young boys.
They were like definitely
it had
high
to
school.
Been young boys.
Yeah.
Oh, what is that?
But it was it wasn't even a fight though. It was like 6 of them just started punching on this one kid.
Speaking of, videos now be treacherous. It'd be dangerous, man.
I mean, that didn't even have anything
guns
to do
with videos.
That didn't have anything to do with that.
How you feel about having hella guns in videos?
Appreciate some G's.
Definitely appreciate.
Because that was the first person I ever like had a gun in a video, and I was like, I didn't know what to think. And then after that, I was like, I was like, yeah, this is normal.
Pointed at you every other video now. You know what I mean?
It's been a while. It's been a while.
I mean,
I don't
how
really
do you feel about it though? How it make you feel?
I was gonna say I don't really feel some type of way about it because I feel like if they would have accidentally shot anybody by now, a lot of them would have shot themselves.
People are. That's what I think of it. People are strapped nowadays.
Yeah. So period. I don't really. But the other thing is, it's not like you're just looking at a gun in your face. You're looking at it through the camera, so it doesn't feel the same. But and I've also like never been in the position where there's like a shootout or something like where. I mean, I think they might be, but it's I don't really be pressing people about it, but which I probably should. But I've never been in the position where there's like a shootout that ends up going on, which I know like with Boswell, that's happened a couple of times. Like they'll be in the hood and they'll hear gunshots. Like I've never actually had that happen. But like I'm not in the hood as much as he is though.
So we call Boswell when we want to go to the hood.
Pretty much.
Hey, Boswell, you heard that, man.
He can take those.
Hey, man, he's sending you to the hood, man. Hit up Boswell for all the hood videos.
He loves the hood, though.
Hey, man,
but he's good. He's good with stuff like that, though. I think like, I mean, I am too, but I feel like I kind of like the more artistic route now. Yeah. So it's like it's fun to do that kind of stuff every once in a while, but just like doing it over and over, it does start to get a little repetitive.
Yeah. Who the hottest local artist? Especially since we're talking about
you're gonna get me in trouble.
Man, no, we ain't getting nobody in trouble, man. We shouted out the videographers, man. Who the hottest artists around here?
The hottest artists,
or at least a few of them.
I mean, the ones I was talking about are some of my friends. There's like a lot of people that I work with that are going crazy.
Everybody you already named, basically.
I feel like everybody knows who I want to say, but I can't be that biased.
Who is it? Genre, that's what you're going to say?
Young John, bro.
All right, well, fuck it. Then I guess it's genre then. That's who it is.
If you make it this far in this interview, then yeah. But the thing is, he gonna say the same thing. He's gonna be like, "Who's the hottest cameraman?" He'll be like Tanner.
Man, what's up with the YouTube, man? I need help with my YouTube, man. I've been I've been putting out the podcast stuff now. I've been seeing some traction. Yeah. And it's like now I need to put more videos out. And I see yours has very good traction. It looks good. You're always putting out a video. Yeah. Like, where do you want to get the YouTube to? I mean, you trying to get it to be booming?
Yeah, I mean, like I think trying to picture.
You prefer putting the videos on your page?
Yeah, I prefer it, but like I can't always make it happen. So it kind of depends on the person. Like right now it's a lot easier because like the subscribers are up. So it's at like 6,000 right now. So it's like more enticing for people. But like just earlier on getting it started, people were like more skeptical about it because it's like, what's the point? And I would explain it to people though, but I'd be like you see what Cole does with Lyrical Lemonade, like I'm really just trying to like put on for the city and stuff like that.
I feel like it would be dope, man. You got just PA that's on lock. Just every dope artist from PA is coming to Tanner Hench.
It's been getting more common though because there's like a lot more other channels that have been doing that lately. So I feel like there's less skepticism behind it. Like Nirvan.com Nirvan, he's been going crazy. Like him and Trippy got a few videos on his channel.
Yeah.
Overcast, they're working with like a lot of the hyperpop group and stuff like that. Soul Serum, Lighter Juice. Lighter Juice is fire. They're out in Canada and they just like randomly followed me the one day, but they do some good numbers. Yeah. And they were talking to me. They were like, bro, like we really like your work, da da da. And I was like, they're solid dudes. Yeah, they were really cool.
That's fire.
Yeah.
What's some like, we've been talking about stuff you've done, stuff you're about to do. Like what's in the long term? Like where do you want to see Tanner Hench Media in the long term?
Yeah, so I mean, I want to keep doing stuff with the channel. I think the main point I want to get to is like where most of my income can be from like social media and stuff like that, so I can focus more on just like projects that I want to take on and not like who's just gonna pay me the most, which like I'm not complaining about making money either. I just kind of want it to happen in a different way. The other thing that I've been thinking a lot lately is that around here, because I've really stressed about like building the scene and stuff. Yeah. And the one long-term thing I want to do is like have a studio just for filming and photography and stuff like that. Yeah.
I think that would be dope. Super dope.
I don't know like how realistic that is like time-wise. But I just know like other cities and stuff, they have buildings with a bunch of sets that people can just film at. So I don't think there's anything around here. There was one, but it just recently kind of got shut down. But that was more of a photo studio than a video. Like I just want to have sets that like people can use and people can switch up.
That sounds. We need that in this area for sure.
Yeah, anything that can progress, because I think like it turns into a local business thing too. Because you bring more business to the city, other local businesses get more business too. It's like they rent out something that I have, and then they go down the street, get some food from a local spot. They get business from that too. Yeah. So I think it just kind of helps everybody all around in the long run.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. This man's tired as hell. He's yawning on the podcast.
That was my first yawn.
It's all good,
I've been working. This was one of my busiest weeks in a while. I was all over the place all week.
Mine too.
I've been beat. And then today, I was like, not to say that I was glad, but I was kind of glad I didn't have to go to that show today because I was going to be there like dozing.
It's all good. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming on the podcast.
Are we done already?
He likes to keep part two.
He likes to keep his episodes short.
I know. He wants to go. He wants to go like what, like an hour talking.
I would easily go an hour and a half if we did.
Hey, then that means we got to do a part two.
We can definitely do a part two on season 3.
Part 2, Tanner Hench, Connected Sound podcast.
You know the vibes.
We need it before the first one's even out.
I'm cool with it. I'm down for whatever.
You're gonna see Tanner Hench back. You better have some crazy. I better be hearing you talking about all the artists around here, man.
I definitely will.
All right, you heard it here first. This is DJ Rello, Tanner.
If you don't rock with me, I'm dropping your unreleased songs.
Follow his YouTube right now, Tanner Hench Media.
Subscribe.
Follow Connected Sound
Media
podcast.
Yes, sir.
YouTube right now. Do it.
Thank you guys for watching.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate you and listening.
Yes, thank you, Tanner.
First podcast with a secondary angle.
We do it big, only for Tanner though. Only for Tanner. Thank y'all.
Shout outs.
Who are we shouting out?
I gotta shout out Sam McGrath first because he didn't shout me out in his.
All right, shout out Sam.
And I had to give him a hard time about it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Shout out Fad for sitting on the couch.
Shout out Fad. Connected Sound Podcast episode 13.